Greetings, this is Ivar Balad, the On Purpose Entrepreneur, and welcome to this training video. I want to share with you some insights about blogging and why it's important that you take blogging seriously in your business. But more importantly, I want to kind of demystify some of the myths around blogging, why people don't get started, why either people they do start and they stop, and how that can actually hinder your progress. But let me attack these 5 major myths that most people, deal with related to blogging. So the first is that you have to be a guru, because the number one thing that hold people back from blogging is wondering what is it that they have to say, what is it that I have to talk about, who is going to listen to me. And so you don't have to have an audience of 1,000 people. You don't have to be some kind of guru that, captivates audience and uses NLP on people. What you just need is perspective. You need insight. You just need knowledge on the information that you're gaining for yourself, and turn around and share that knowledge with other people. So you don't have to be someone with massive, crazy, outrageous results already. You can grow into the process, but it starts with you taking that leap of faith of just saying, I'm going to share my progress along the journey. Doesn't mean that you have to have crazy results. It just means that you're just being a teacher and sharing the knowledge that you do have. The second thing is that people think that you must have a list. No list is required when you're starting to blog. That's one of the biggest reasons to blog is to create a list. But you don't have to start there. But as you start creating content for the audience that is looking for the information that you offer, then you'll start finding that people are more drawn to you and they want to be more inside of your tribe. And, getting their email address will be so much easier through content. Once they read a blog post and they're able to opt in at the end, they see this blog post added value to them. It gave them knowledge. It educated them. It was practical information and useful information. They're naturally going to want to opt in to get more connected with you and even learn more about you. The third thing is that oftentimes people think you have to be time rich. So time rich means that you are a full-time marketer, that you are able to, do this business 24/7, and that's actually not the case either. What's really important with blogging is that you've got to be very intentional with the time and the energy and the effort that you put into it. It can be labor intensive if you make it, but it doesn't have to be that way. You can set yourself on a schedule. You can set yourself with a calendar, especially as part-time entrepreneurs. It's really important that you set aside specific times within either the day or within the week to crank out that content so it's available to you and your audience when you're ready to publish. So you don't have to be a full-time marketer. You don't have to be time rich. If you're part-time, all it matters is that you are strategic with the effort, with the strategy that you're putting in place with your blogging, so you can make time with it be effective, and you can leverage it from here moving forward. The fourth myth is that you've got to have a massive budget, and that actually is not the case. Blogging is absolutely free, and the only cost is time, right? So you do have to make time, kind of going back to the previous myth. You do have to make time, but you don't have to have all the time in the world. And you don't need money in order to blog. Blogging is one of those tried and true free content strategies that pays. It has a long-term effect. So a year from now, the blog post that you did a year ago will start generating not only leads and sales, but also get more traction, more exposure for you and your business and the message that you have for your audience. Okay. And lastly, one of the biggest myths is that you have to be some kind of tech whiz, and that's actually not the case. Now, I got started back in 2010, where you pretty much had to be a tech whiz, because there was no systems out there, there was no technology out there. You had to upload everything yourself, customize the site yourself. There were themes, but pretty much everything had to be customizable. And luckily for me, I'm married to a tech whiz, so I had him do it. But I know I was pulling my hair out and frustrated trying to understand where this code goes and how do I align these boxes and how do I put this picture over here. Guess what? Because of technology and the advancement, it really is a plug and play type of format that when it comes to blogging, you really just, if you can write an email, you can start blogging. And there's so many different platforms out there that makes it easy for you, and it's just a matter of plugging in and finding the right ones. And you shouldn't let any technology situations hold you back from getting your message out into the marketplace. And it's one of the biggest hurdles that people have, and that's why I'm excited to share with you a brand new webinar that's happening tonight, Wednesday at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be held by Miley Simpson Pro, and one of our trainers is going to be none other than Ray Higdon. He is a 7-figure blogger. If you know anything about Ray, he delivers on massive value. He's going to be sharing with you his 5-point formula to creating authority in your niche market. So if you want to take blogging to the next level, you want to be serious about it, and you understand that this can actually be the catalyst to help you get the results that you're looking for in your home business, you absolutely need to visit ivarbalat.com/iweekly. That's the letter I, weekly, WEEKLY, and you can get registered for the webinar. I'm excited because understanding, taking my blog game to the next level I'm always up for that. And I know if you're serious, especially as we wrap up the end of the year and you're ready to take your business into overdrive in 2016, that you have a viable strategy on how to do that, and you also have a blogging system and a blogging platform to help you do that. So I look forward to seeing you on the webinar. It will be packed out. Register, get signed up. Make sure I'm going to be there like 20 minutes early. Make sure you get there very early because there's already 4,000 people registered and we only have 1,000 seats. So get registered, get there early, secure your seat, and I will see ya later. Bye.